There was a manager who got the call. Boss said, I've seen what you've been doing, wasting what I gave you all these years. Now your time is through, your days are few. But that manager didn't sit and cry. He started thinking about his future. If I can't work and I'm too proud to beg, I better make some moves before I lose it all. He called in every debtor that he knew, said, how much do you owe my master? One said 100 barrels of oil. He said, sit down and write 50, make it faster. Another owed 100 measures of wheat. He said, make it 80, sign the paper. The master heard what his manager did, and he didn't curse him, no, he called him clever.
The children of this world are smarter than the children of light.
They plan and scheme for temporary things, stay up hustling through the night. Oh, but the ones who say they know the Father can't find time to seek His face. If you put that hustle toward the kingdom, imagine what you'd gain that don't decay. You got a 5-year plan for your business, got a strategy for your career. You research every stock before you buy it, calculate the risk and count the years. But when it comes to where you'll spend eternity, you just winging it and hoping for the best. You're more prepared for your vacation next summer than you are for the day you take your final breath. I know a man who worked the market, knew every trend before it hit. Woke up early, studied late at night, built a fortune bit by bit. But ask him when he last opened his Bible, ask him when he last got on his knees. He too busy building something temporary to invest in what he really needs. I met the terrorism world, he'd lose it all, but he used what he had left wisely. He made friends for his future days, secured a place where he could land safely. What are you doing with what's in your hand before the master comes to settle the account? Are you using worldly wealth for kingdom purpose, or just stacking for yourself and losing out? See, Jesus wasn't praising dishonesty, he was pointing at the wisdom in the plan. The manager saw the deadline coming, and he moved like a desperate man. But the children of light act like they got forever, sleepwalking through their numbered days. If you move for God like you move for money, your whole generation would be changed. You negotiate your salary with passion, fight for every penny that you're owed. You never let nobody cheat your business, guard your investments like they're gold. But you let the enemy steal your morning prayer, let the world rob your peace of mind. You protect your 401k like a watchdog, but your soul is left unguarded all the time. Maybe it's time to get a little shrewder about the things that really matter. Use your wit and wisdom for the kingdom, climb a different kind of ladder. Make friends with what the world calls wealth, but point it toward eternal things. Be smart about your soul like you're smart about your money, and watch what that investment brings. The manager knew his time was running out, so he moved with urgency and focus. What if we live like our days were numbered? What if we finally really notice that the clock is ticking on this temporary life, and everything we're building here will burn, except the treasure that we store in heaven. That's the only profit with a guaranteed return.
Let me ask you something.
How many hours you spent last week on your hustle, your business, your career, your side thing? Now, how many hours you spend with God and His Word on your knees, seeking His face? I'm not judging. I'm just asking. Because if a crooked manager can think ahead and secure his future with urgency, what's our excuse? We say we believe in eternity, but we live like this world is all there is. We say heaven is real, but we invest like only earth matters. It's time to get shrewd about your soul. Use what you got for where you're going. Stop playing around with your eternity. The master is coming, and he's gonna ask what you did with what he gave you. What's your answer gonna be?